I honestly can't believe it. They were down 7-1 going into the ninth and still won the game. We saw a ton of action in this past week, but what were the best moments in the MLB over the last few days? Watch till the end for every single Grav Slam and hit that subscribe button to the Sportsnet YouTube channel for the best sports coverage around. And without further ado, let's get into it. There was so much action over this past week, but what were the best MLB moments over the past few days? Watch till the end for every single Grav Slam and make sure you hit that subscribe button to the Sportsnet YouTube channel for the best baseball and sports coverage around. And without further ado, let's dive straight into it. Now we're going to start out today's video with one of the craziest games in the MLB over this past week between the Mets and the Phillies, and the Phillies got off to a pretty huge lead, 7-1 heading into the ninth, and it was pretty much locked up at that point until everything started to change.
18. And he drives one to deep right center field. Forget that. That is way out of here. That's the way to break a slump. Francisco Lindor with a monstrous two-run homer. Heal is first. And kind of hits one back to the pitcher. It banks off him. He recovers, makes the throw, not in time. Oh. And JD rips one down the line. That's an extra base hit. McNeil will score. Canada third. He'll be held up there. It's an RBI double for JD Davis. It's 7-5. And Brandon gets the curve and lines it into center field. A base hit. In is Canna. Here's Jankowski. He scores and the Mets have tied it. And Starling unloads one deep left center. Back to the warning track goes Herrera near the wall. It's off the base. Here's Nimmo around third. He'll come in to score and the Mets take the lead.
Now after this bomb by Francisco Lindor, it was 7-3, and after this play happened, I want you to take a look at what the Phillies commentator had to say.
He said this game's over, they just don't know it yet.
But really, this Mets team is showing just how special they are, and this moment was an absolute Grav Slam. I mean, there's been some good moments for the Mets this season, but this truly takes the cake. The slammiest of Grav Slams that we've seen so far. Now, we still have a lot more Grav Slams to go through, but this next one is absolutely one of my favorites. The White Sox bench was mic'd up, and they ended up predicting exactly what would happen in the next at-bat.
Lucas. Prediction for this at bat.
Base hit to right field.
All right, I'm gonna go home run.
Bro, there ain't gonna be any home runs today.
I believe in him. I'm gonna go home run over to Sloan in right field. Oppo home run.
Are you kidding me?
That's the most legendary mic'd up moment ever. Oh my God.
Now going on to the next Grav Slam here, one of my favorite plays in the infield so far this season came from Vladdy Jr., who made an excellent play to dive out to make the grab and end the game all by himself.
A bouncer to third. Chapman. Vladdy's got it and the Blue Jays win it. Chapman about to give Guerrero a big bear hug, I would think, as he walks across the infield. What a play by Vladdy, and the Blue Jays take the final game of the series. Are the Yankees asking for a challenge?
Well, Matt was going to come to get it, but then he stepped back and then he knew he had to bounce it. And that was a long hop, so it's an easy one for a first baseman. Look at the flexibility of Vladdy to get down there almost in the splits.
The Yankees appear to be challenging, and there's no downside from a Yankee perspective to do it, but that right foot appears to be on the...
I mean, that swagger by Vladdy is exactly what makes him so likable, and you can see the training and everything that he's done over these past couple years is truly paying off, especially in the infield. But to make that type of play, to have that type of confidence is exactly what that Blue Jays team is really preaching, and Vladdy is an amazing component of that. Absolute Grav Slam, and especially to win the game with that type of play is brilliant. Now, we can't forget about second baseman either, and there was an incredible moment by Javi Baez, somehow still getting an out.
The 2-2 right back up the middle, speared by Baez, and he flips to Candelario for the out at second. Oh, what a dazzling play by Javier Baez. That was destined for center, but not with him up the middle.
The awareness of knowing where second base is. As he's diving to his right, he knocks the ball down. It pops out of his glove. He knows that Candy's going to get over there to cover the bag. And without even hardly looking, he flips it between his legs, knowing that it's somewhere in that vicinity, and Candy's going to be able to stretch and get it like a force out.
It's amazing.
Oh my, that's big league right there.
Now I gotta say, as a second baseman for 10 seasons in Little League, I didn't quite pull anything like that off, but at the same time, fantastic play by Javi Baez, and again, to lose the ball, still be able to grab it and shove it away with his glove, that's insanity. Now that was a Grav slam, but I want to point you to this next play that was also beautiful. Imagine making a great sliding dive in the outfield in the MLB, which is nice, but also imagine blowing bubble gum and blowing a bubble while doing it.
Brantley puts the ball in play on a 3-2 pitch. Rodriguez coming on. He will slide and make a catch.
Oh. Blowing a bubble while making the catch. Fancy.
This might be one of the coolest things I have ever seen in baseball. Again, blowing the bubble, popping it right as he catches it with the diving play right beneath his legs. That is beautiful and 100% certified Grav slam. I could never do anything like that, let alone just make the catch in the first place. And then we have another brilliant play, this time by Michael A. Taylor, still in the outfield, robbing a home run point blank.
It's really a fastball with a different grip is all it is.
That pitch is out over the plate and hit the deep center field. Taylor is at the track. He's at the wall, and he caught it. Michael A. Taylor got his foot on the wall and catapulted himself up and may have taken a home run away from Kisner.
Now this is also absolutely certified Grav slam material, but the funniest part about this clip was the fact that right after it happened, Zach Greinke just walked off like it was a casual fly ball, like, okay, thank you for that. Greinke just doesn't care whatsoever. I think it's a Grav slam, and I hope Greinke agrees with me too. Now we got another amazing Vladdy play to talk about. This ball should have really just been a single. It should have been the result, but he absolutely kills it, hustles to second, and somehow is safe.
Jamison Tyone, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Lined in the left center, a base hit for Vladdy. And he's thinking two. And is in there.
I mean, the fact that Vladdy gets 2 Grav slams in this video is very, very much a compliment, but 2 absolutely amazing plays. And again, that just shows the difference and the growth in Vladdy's game. The fact that he was able to turn to and make it on a pretty routine play too is incredible. And to still get there, be fast enough, and get an amazing dive. Again, Grav slam material. If I had a trophy for Grav slams, I would give it to Vladdy every single day. Now we got another wholesome moment here involving MLB stars with Mike Trout absolutely making a kid's day. Trout and the Angels were playing in Chicago, and there was one tiny Angels fan in the crowd. Mike Trout spotted him and gave him a ball, as he should.
Let's
Mike Trout still casually rocking a 3.16 batting average and still being fantastic off the field. And again, that kid, even though he was still, I think personally he was just kind of in shock. He wasn't totally overjoyed, but was still like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? But that just shows how great of a person Mike Trout is and how much of a class act he is too. Now, speaking of great moments in the crowd, personally for me, this is the moment, this is the greatest moment maybe of the entire MLB season so far. Aaron Judge absolutely blasted a homer into the Jays crowd, but that wasn't the best moment. The best moment came after the catch. One Blue Jays fan made the catch and got it under him, and then gave it right to a kid Yankees fan right beside him, and the moment they had was beautiful.
You say he gets away with a lot of those, and it's hard for hitters to square him up. We don't see that a whole lot, but Judge was on it.
Not only a Yankee fan wearing a Judge t-shirt, It's a Blue Jay fan.
And the best part was, a day later, they both got to meet Aaron Judge and all be together, and that just shows how great baseball is again, so soon as well. And again, another fantastic moment with Aaron Judge involved. We talked about last time how he was playing catch with just a random kid in the stands in the Yankee Stadium, but he goes and meets not just the person who got the ball and gave it away, but also the kid who idolizes him 100%. It's just an amazing moment, and you definitely need to see it. And in my opinion, looking at everything that we've seen so far, this is absolutely the biggest Grav Slam and the greatest MLB moment over the past week, having this kid be able to meet Aaron Judge, and Aaron Judge again just being an excellent human being. There's nothing that could top this. This is the best moment, and thankfully for everybody, that kid had an amazing time, got to meet his hero, got to get the ball of his favorite player, and it was just perfection. But that'll be it for this week's Grav Slams. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to the Sportsnet YouTube channel if you haven't already. Comment down below, what was your favorite moment play of the MLB over this past week? Let me know your thoughts down below. Share this video with any baseball fans, sports fans you guys know, and get this Grav Slams out there to everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.